we're going to do this, but we're going to do it our way.
Jace, and then...
All right, hold on.
Jace it up for a few minutes.
All right. So be dumb. Got it. All right.
Why would anyone
You're
want
getting trouble one way or the other. So how much do you want is the question.
half of it? The least amount. You want the least amount.
All right. Is this what you want me to See, I was like, is this the part where I say thank you?
I have nothing negative to say about it other than
Nothing?
logic.
Nothing? Really?
Other
Nothing?
than a lot of things that I'm about to say.
Sitting in a winter sleigh,
No.
eyeing reindeer to pull me around the world. Oh, Santa Claus! And then I'll say
See if we
goodnight.
get it right. We will not get it right.
We will not get it right.
All right, I like it.
This is X Radio X.
All right, Matt. Well, I have hit record, and I gave you the thing where I point at you,
You
over
gave me
video.
the finger.
I gave you the finger.
Thank you.
So that means it's time to start another episode of X Radio X. Hello, everybody. I'm Jace, and this is...
Matt, always happy to join you, and thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We've got another fun one today, I think. I apologize in advance because I am still recovering from this sinus thing. So if I start to go from Matt into Kermit the Frog, it's not intentional. It's just...
You have what I have effectively started calling around our household. You have cold vid.
All right, I'll take that.
That's what happens after you have COVID, and then you have the cold, then you have cold vid. Or in Amy's case, you never had COVID.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I believe that. But you just have a
Just
head
have a
cold.
cold. Yeah.
I mean, doctors have said she didn't have COVID. Tests said she didn't have
There you go.
COVID. But
That's what the
She
man
had
wants
COVID.
you to think.
Yeah. that's what they want you to think. But we followed the science.
Exactly. So I'm on some sort of a horse antibiotic. So forgive me if I go off the rails, but that'll be for more entertaining podcasts, I think.
If you start counting, here comes Amy. She heard what I said. So if you start counting by slamming your feet or hands against the desk, we'll know that the horse medication is taking effect.
Don't ask me how old I am. We'll be doing this for hours.
Yeah. Don't ask him to add our ages together. I'll just stop recording and we'll come back tomorrow.
Indeed.
All right. So, like you said, did you say what was in this episode? I'm old, so I already forgot what you said.
I haven't
30
even talked
seconds
about
ago.
it yet. So what we're doing this time is another round of song lyrics that don't make sense. And this is something that I obsess over. And I always like when other people participate in my obsession. Some call it compulsion, whatever you might want to determine. But so we're going to be talking about songs that don't make sense and specific lyrics and songs that don't make sense. And it's going to be at least a lot of fun for me.
Well, good. As long as it's fun for you, I'll tag along and add a little commentary here and there. I have a couple songs too, since you clued me in.
Yeah, I'm
to
excited.
what we were doing tonight. I went out and found myself a couple songs. One the kids will know. The other one, the kids will probably still know it because I think it's used in a lot of movies and other things. And well, they have parents who have music, so they probably know it from there.
Sure.
But before we get into this lyrical masterpiece that we're about to do, or disaster piece as it may be,
I like that.
I wrote our disclaimer for today.
Perfect. Take it
All
away.
right, let me do that right now. I wrote it as a poem because I'm artsy.
Okay, good.
Be ready to be wowed.
I am.
Dramatic silence. Roses are red. Violets are blue. Shit is a word. Dick is one too. You've been disclaimered.
That was fun. I like
There
that.
you go.
I like that a lot. Okay, so basically what we're going to be talking about is I'm going to start, if you don't mind, I'll start. And I have a list of songs that continue to drive me crazy, either for the subject matter, the language they use, the way they phrase it. Something about it has always, like you were saying earlier, grind my gears. So
Yeah.
it's something that there might be, like, out of the dozens of people that listen, maybe one person feels the same way. And if so, Thank you. I feel better about my problem, and then I can go on with life. But otherwise, the thing that I find funny is that there will be people who listen to these songs again, and they won't be able to think about them the same way. And that to me is hilarious.
That's really our goal right there, is to ruin your day musically.
Exactly. So if any of these songs are ruined as a result of this conversation, then hey, you're welcome.
And scene. There we go.
So the first song I want to talk about was hugely popular, and it's just always bugged me because I have to go out on a limb and say that I am a fan of musicals. I like musical theater. I like musical movies. I like places where people inexplicably sing for no reason. I like that. So there was a song. It was, oh gosh, I didn't even research the year, but it was in the 90 somethings. Carlos Santana put out his album. It was all over the summer. The song is called Maria Maria. Do you remember that song?
I do remember this song. I remember not really liking it.
So Carlos Santana, the refugee camp, Wyclef Jean, I think, was one of the primary writers of this song. And it was a big hit. It was huge. I mean, it was popular. It was on radio nonstop. And one of the things that always bugged me about it is that the singer, who was not Carlos Santana, by the way, and that's another thing that bugged me about it. The singer starts out, he's singing about, well, first he has to do the obligatory, here are all the people who are appearing on this. Carlos Santana, the G.
I'm looking at the lyrics right now.
It's the product, ghetto blues from the refugee camp, and now I'll start singing. So he sings Maria Maria. She reminds me of a West Side Story. Now, West Side Story, a great, great, great play, great film. I think it was just remade recently.
I was going to say, did you see the remade one?
No, I haven't. Not yet, but I want to.
I didn't either, so we don't have to talk about it. So keep going.
So it's about, it was based on Romeo and Juliet, rival gangs. In this version, it takes place in the Upper West Side of Manhattan, which is why it's called West Side Story, in a place called San Juan Hill, not Spanish Harlem, but I'll get to that. So it's a great story. And the next line is growing up in Spanish Harlem. Again, it's not called East Side Story. It's West Side Story. She's living a life just like a movie star, but we're not going to go in any more specifics about why she's now living a life like a movie star. So she grew up in Spanish Harlem. Next line, Maria Maria.
Tragic movie star, maybe?
I don't know. She fell in love in East LA. Fair enough. Maybe she's on vacation. Grew up in Spanish Harlem, fell in love in East LA to the sound of the guitar. Now, I'm not sure if that means she fell in love with the sound of the guitar or if she fell in love with somebody while the guitar was played by Carlos Santana. And then Carlos Santana comes out with the...
Yeah, his normal... Santana's very good, but he has a very... I don't want to say he does the same thing over and over again because that's not true, but he has a definite sound.
Yeah.
When he plays, you can totally tell it's Santana. From his early to his most recent, you're like, you hear 3 notes, you're like, Santana.
And this is the part that really kind of, I think, overall bugged me, is that this song is not a Santana song. It's Refugee Camp, The Product, G&B. And then they just have
two different people, by the way.
Yeah. But they just have to remind you at several points in the song that, hey, remember Carlos Santana? Did we mention he's in this song? Let me sing it again. Played by Carlos Santana. And then that's Carlos Santana's cue to say, oh yeah, and then we know, oh, right, he's in this song. But then it stops the song talking about Maria. So we start out talking about a story that's really nothing like West Side Story, the play or the movie or the remake movie. And then we mention Carlos Santana. He makes a brief appearance. He leaves. And then the singer says, stop the looting, stop the shooting, pickpocketing on the corner. What happened? We were talking, it's a love story.
Yeah, they made a very big jump here in just 16 lines.
Inexplicable. And I know that we're not supposed to be learning anything from music necessarily, but I was invested in Maria, wanting to know she went from Spanish Harlem to East LA. She crossed the country listening to, so the sounds of Carlos
In a very
Santana
short period
drew
of
him.
time in this song.
It drew her across the country.
Drew her.
To fall in love. Right? That's what I'm picturing. She's sitting in Spanish Harlem. She hears and then she says, I must go. I must go to East LA now. Post haste.
So hold on. To recap this, we start the song.
Yes.
Just because I think this is what you said.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm kind of dense when it comes to this stuff. So just hang on. So we start the song. Maria is in the Upper West Side.
Well, Maria is actually in Spanish Harlem, which is the
story.
Yeah, Maria's in Spanish Harlem, which is the
Harlem,
Upper East Side, technically.
And she's living just like a movie star, like in Spanish Harlem.
I don't know.
I'm not familiar with Spanish Harlem or other ethnicities of Harlem, but do they live like movie stars there?
I don't think so. I could understand if the
got to move on.
I understand if the lyric was like she's living a life just like in a movie, like West Side Story. But saying she's living a life just like a movie star tells me a completely different story. Don't you think?
Maybe she is living the West Side Story movie. Maybe that's what it means. I'm way more hung up in these lyrics now than I ever was when this song was popular.
I've sucked you into my problem. Okay, so anyway, stop looting. I know.
So we went from Spanish Harlem. We went to stop looting, shooting, pickpocketing on the corner, see as the rich get richer and the poor get poor, which I feel like that is some lines used in a lot of songs.
Yeah, but I would argue the opposite is happening, though. This is the other problem with that line. If people are pickpocketing on the corner, I would argue that the rich are getting poorer and the poor are getting richer, right?
You're assuming the rich are hanging out on the corner.
Well, I'm assuming that a rich person isn't pickpocketing. I could be wrong. I don't want to, no judgment. I'm just assuming that if you're implying that there's looting, shooting, and pickpocketing on the corner, the rich would most likely be getting poorer. I mean, yes, they have insurance, but they would not be gaining from looting, shooting, and pickpocketing. And by the way, it's pickpocket, not pickpocketing.
Yeah, I see that. It's pickpocketing. I didn't know if it was a spelling mistake or actually those lyrics. But I would say that if there's looting, shooting, and pickpocketing, which kind of sounds like something you would do in a breakdance competition on the corner, that rich people are not going to be on the corner getting their pockets, their pockets picked. I don't think that would be happening. If all of these things were happening, they would be at home watching it on TV.
Like so who's pocken's getting picked then, Jace? Who's pocken?
The rival gang. If this is like West Side Story, that means they're pickpocketing. I can't even say that with a straight face. The rival gang members. But if I don't know, it doesn't go on. It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, then the poor are just staying the same level of poorness. I mean, if you're a poor person and you pick a poor person's pocket, you're not gaining much, really. I think
so I guess
cash flow is just staying right in the community there. So anyway,
I think it's two separate things happening. I think we have looting, shooting, and pickpocketing, and then pause, take a break. Then we're also seeing the rich getting richer and the poor getting poor. These two are not equivalencies.
All right. Well, it shouldn't have been in the same line then, is all I'm saying. But I would think
don't write these things.
A generalization is if someone's getting pickpocketed, that person is getting poorer, and the poor person, unfortunate soul who is pickpocketing, is getting marginally richer, right?
Yeah, I would say if they're getting marginal, you're generally not pickpocketing by taking something from your pocket and putting it in somebody else's pocket.
If you are, you're not doing it right. But
yeah, I don't think so.
That's true.
I think if you're doing that, that has nothing to do with it's a different movie altogether. If you're putting your pocket in somebody else's pocket,
I agree.
I think that's a totally different movie.
Leave your pocket to yourself. Okay, so
get your hands out of my pocket.
Next line, and a lot of this weaves Spanish in, and I if I know it, I'll translate it. But so then Maria is on the corner, thinking of ways to make it better. No, that's all she's doing. She's just on the corner, innocently thinking of ways to make it better. So, when the police car rolls up and they're like, "Hey, move along," she's like, "Hey, officer, I'm just thinking of ways to make it better. That's all."
And then the cops are like, "What is the definition of it?"
Yeah.
And she's like,
tell it to the judge.
It better.
So anyway, she's just thinking of ways to make it better, minding her own business. In the singer's mailbox, there's an eviction letter signed by the judge, said, "See you later." I mean,
that is a pretty casual judge.
I question this judge's professionalism at best, but it doesn't actually make any sense. There's an eviction letter signed by the judge that said, "See you later." All right, friendly.
He's just trying to be of the people when he's evicting them.
So then the next part of the song is just weird.
Google Translate, that's where I'm going.
It's just weird. Basically what he says is, "Now I'm coming, sexy lady," or sexy mama. But it's if you remember the song, I think this might be, and I tried to find it, I think this might be Carlos Santana singing, but he just says it in kind of like a chant. He doesn't sing and he doesn't talk. He's like, "Mama chula, mama chula." Like he just says it like a really weird chant.
I Google translated it, and it's "I'll be right back, hot Chicana mama."
Yeah, okay.
Don't come after me. That's what Google said.
So what does that mean? I mean, is he basically saying?
I can tell you what that part means.
But
I'll be right back, lady.
So then what he's saying here is, all right, I haven't played my signature guitar lick in at least 2 verses. I'll be right back. For those of you who tuned in for a Carlos Santana song, you may be wondering why there's no Carlos Santana. I'll be right back, sexy lady. That's
every time you say Carlos Santana link, all I can think of is Smooth with him and Rob Thomas.
Right, I know. And that one was a much more popular
that plays
song.
in my head every time.
It works in this song, I think, too. So anyway, he chants for a little bit. He does a little Gregorian chant. And then again, they repeat the line, reminds me of West Side Story, growing up in Spanish Harlem, living life like a movie star, not like in a movie, but like a movie star. Once again, I said, to the sounds of the guitar played by Carlos Santana, and that's pretty spot on, I think, my impression of Carlos Santana.
You're nailing it. Keep going.
So then there's a little bit more Spanish. I said, "A la favela, los colores." That's in the shanty town, the colors. Streets are getting hotter. There's no water to put out the fire. Now, I have a theory about this one. You know how when you watch, and maybe not so much anymore, but if you would watch a movie that took place in New York, and it was super hot summer in the city, they always bust open a fire hydrant, right?
Popping fire plugs
all the time. That's like one of the, if it's hot in the summer and it takes place in the streets of New York, someone busts open a fire hydrant. Well, that's why there's no water to put out the fire. They ran out. They just busted too many fire hydrants up. That's my theory. Anyway,
I don't think it actually means that there's a fire. I think they're saying it's a metaphor. The streets are getting hotter. Like there's a lot of tension in the streets. Everybody's getting tense. They're like, it's summertime. My pocken's getting picked.
Can't keep my pockets full,
homie. And then other homies like, I don't know, my pocken got picked too. Are you sure you didn't do it? Because I don't see no rich people out here getting their pockets picked.
Right.
And he's like, yo, I didn't do it either. So now they're getting tense because they don't believe each other, that they're not picking pockets of each other. And then metaphorically, there's no water, i.e. non-pockets being picked. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Or one of those reverse pocket pickets.
Maybe they just bump pockets and they're fine and they would be okay with it then.
So anyway, Ni gota de esperanza, it roughly translates no drop of hope.
What did you say, sir? What did you say?
Ni gota
de
esperanza is no drop of hope, roughly translated. So again,
isn't Esperanza, isn't that a language? Esperanto, that's what I'm thinking of. All right, keep going. Sorry.
So then again, she's standing on the corner, well dressed, thinking of ways to make it better. Then I looked up in the sky, hoping the days of paradise. That's not even a sentence. That's not even a complete start to finish sentence. What are you hoping the days of paradise?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think this is where you want me to add something, and I've got nothing.
So this is where they run out of logic, and they just say, Carlos, will you chant again? And he's like, yeah, sure. And so then he starts chanting again. I might as well. This is my album. And so he fills another chant for a while.
Plays the Rob Thomas riff again.
The rest of the song is pretty much the same, but it doesn't make any sense to me because it's trying to tell the tale of a girl and then saying that the city is full of pickpockets and Pock Pickens, and then there's a girl who may or may not be doing things on the corner, but she's just
trying to think of ways to make
thinking of ways to make it better. That's all. And then Carlos Santana has to be reminded that it's his song, and then he jumps in every once in a while with,
if I use my pocket, if it'll make things better.
I'm going to pull this guitar out of my pocket and pick.
You can fit a guitar in your pocket. That's a decent sized pocket you got there. You might want to. Yeah.
So anyway, that's the first song that's always bugged me. And the thing, honestly, like the lyrics are shaky. The thing that honestly made me the most angry is that it had nothing really, in my opinion, to do with Carlos Santana. And they just literally said, don't forget Carlos Santana's in this. Like it was, they literally said, and here's the part that reminds you that he's in the song. So it's always bugged me. So
this is like a bad Baz Luhrmann version of West Side Story.
There you go. Yeah, it is. I agree. That's
they tried to be the Claire Danes, Leo DiCaprio, and they were trying to do that with West Side Story using, I don't even know who the product in G and B are. I feel like those are something I buy at the store.
Yes.
But
exactly.
Yeah, and I'll be completely honest. I would have never remembered this song had you not brought it up. If somebody would have said, name 20 songs by Santana, this never would have came out of my mouth.
If someone say name 20 songs from Santana to me, I think 5 of them would be from that album. Sadly.
See, I don't think I could do 20.
No, I couldn't get to 20, but I know that a lot of them would be, because that album was huge. Yes, Smooth was the big one.
Smooth, and the one with
he did a Lauryn Hill song.
He did?
Yeah, and he did
Michelle Keys or
Michelle Branch.
Michelle Branch. Yep. Michelle Keys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alicia Branch, Michelle Keys.
Both of those were, they were both featured. And then he played that. So,
I'm looking here, and apparently this was a major hit.
It was.
Like I said, I wouldn't have remembered it had you not brought it up. It peaked at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart.
Yeah, it was
going
nonstop on the radio.
In the year 2000.
I think the only song from that album that played more was Smooth. I think it played more than Michelle Branch, to be honest with you.
This song reached number 1 in Canada, France, Germany, Hungary, Sweden, Switzerland, and the good old US of A.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, pickpocketing is very popular in all those places.
If you've been on the internet, pockins are very popular all over the place.
It hits where it hurts,
Yeah. We're talking about the same thing, right? I think so.
I'm not making air quotes when I say it.
Okay. I didn't make air quotes when I said it either.
Oh, okay.
I think you know what I mean when I say pockins.
No.
I like how I did that in front of the mic. Like you could hear what I was doing. It's totally a visual, but I did it in front of the microphone so everybody could hear me.
Pockin. Yes. No, that's not what I think it means. I think it
And
means...
I totally got lost when you talked about her being in East LA. I was like, oh, do you remember that movie Born in East LA from 1987?
Yes.
That was a great movie. You know who else was in that movie?
Who?
Daniel Stern. Can you tell me what movie he's famous for? I mean, there's a lot of them, but there's one he's really famous for. Yes.
I can't remember that. And I've seen
And of course, it wouldn't be an East LA themed movie in the 80s if Paul Rodriguez wasn't in it. And he is, of course.
Excellent. Tell me one of the songs that you have that don't make sense.
Okay, one of the songs that I have that doesn't make sense. And on the surface, everybody will be like, oh, no, it totally makes sense, Jace. That's an easy one. It's Don't Bring Me Down by Electric Light Orchestra.
Wait, is it the word Bruce?
See, and that's where you're wrong. You think that's where it's going to go, but that is, okay, it's part of it, but that's not totally where we're going with this.
Okay, what do you got?
So just hear me out. It's Don't Bring Me Down, Electric Light Orchestra, which was pretty much a vehicle for the musician Jeff Lynne. You know who Jeff Lynne is? Do you know any other great ELO songs?
I know a lot of ELO songs. You know who really loves ELO?
Who?
Jeff. Remember when he was obsessed with ELO? Yes.
I'm not remembering this at all.
Let's see. Turning to Stone, Mr. Blue Sky.
I was like, that's really the only other one that
Strange
I can remember.
Magic was, I think, the one that that Jeff was really hooked on.
Strange magic.
Got a strange magic. Boom, boom,
Wow.
boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
So the age group that listens to our podcast will totally get all these songs. So that's that's good.
No.
My daughter's going to question me. She's like, Dad, what did you mean by Puckins? And second, what's wrong with Don't Bring Me Down? Because this song is actually on probably, I would say, out of the 5 kids in my house, it's easily on at least 3 of their playlists.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, easily.
So what's
On
weird
3 of
about
their
it other
playlists.
than Bruce?
So, okay, we'll just go through the lyrics in case you don't know them. They're pretty standard in the beginning. You got me running, going out of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
You got me thinking that I'm wasting my time. Don't bring me down. No, 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 no. Oh, oh. You know, everybody knows that part.
Yep.
Woo-hoo. I'll tell you once more before I get off the floor. Don't bring me down. So that's my first part is, okay, get off the floor. Or, like, what do you mean get off the floor?
I would think
Are
if
you
you're on the
laying
floor, you were already brought down.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going. You've already been down. So
that's true. Don't keep me down.
Don't keep me down. Exactly. But I think there's more to that. I get off the floor here in a minute. We'll get to that.
All right.
You want to stay out with your fancy friends.
Sure.
I'm telling you, it's got to be the end. Don't bring me down.
Hmm.
So this is a breakup story.
Huh.
That's where we're going with this. It's a breakup story. No, 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 no.
Okay.
Ooh. So he'll tell you once more before I get off the floor. Don't bring me down. So I kind of feel like you're already down, but I'm not going to argue with you right now. It's your song, not mine.
Mm-hmm.
So then we get to, I think this is the chorus. It's not the pre-chorus because I don't think there's another chorus in there.
Okay.
Maybe
the bridge.
No. Oh, is the chorus. I'm not sure. So, but he goes, don't bring me down. And what does he say next, Matt?
Bruce.
It's not Bruce.
No?
It's not Bruce.
I always thought it was
even
Bruce.
This is going to be even more confusing. Bruce would make more sense because you're thinking, oh, he's in a relationship with a person named Bruce.
Yeah,
don't bring me down.
Assumed.
Bruce, right?
Yes.
Nope, that's not it. It's Groos. Grooss. Not gross.
Bruce.
I mean, you've all heard the song.
Is that a
I
word?
looked it up. So this is where we get off with that part.
Groos?
So I looked up. I'm like, this has got to be a misprint. But why did they misprint it 1, 2, 3, like 7, like 9 times in this? There's no way. This has got to be the lyric, right?
Groos.
The internet wouldn't lie to me. It never lies to me.
Right. Yeah.
So I looked up the definition or definitions for groos.
Okay.
Here are all the possible meanings and translations of the word groos.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Spanish for Bruce.
Is that silence telling?
There are no definitions.
Okay, there's one kind of a definition. It's not really a definition. It's more of an explanation, which I guess that's what a definition is.
Yeah.
Groos is a surname. So Wikipedia says.
Mrs. Groos?
Like David Groos or Mark Groos or even Libby Groos. They all could be Grooses. I don't know.
I suppose.
There's a way to say Groos in sign language too, but I mean,
really?
It's audio. I can't really do it. I'm doing it in front of the mic. Can you tell?
That's Groos?
No. Yes, that's Groos. I didn't do anything.
Huh.
It's audio. But when I was looking up the definition, it gives you the Chaldean numerology, the numerical value of Groos in Chaldean numerology is 7, in case that matters to anybody. In Pythagorean numerology, the numerical value of Groos is 3. So there you go. I know. No, Revelations, right?
Doesn't mean anything.
It means nothing. So we have no explanation there, except for maybe if Groos is a surname, maybe it's like Patricia Groos or Thomas Groos. Or if it was today's names, it would be, let's see.
Sluice.
No, not Sluice. Don't bring me down, Sluice. I'm sure we've sang
it works.
that 1,000
Don't
times.
Bring me down.
But like if it was somebody was naming their kid now, it'd be like Jaden Groos or something like that, or Braden Groos.
Or Aiden or
Caden.
Yeah.
I think you just take 3 first letters and put den at the end of it, and you can make a name out of it these days.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways,
Groos.
so we get the Don't Bring Me Down, Groos.
I don't like
Don't
that.
Bring Me Down. They repeat it. I like Bruce better, but this is what the lyrics say.
Gross.
So then we go into the next part. What happened to the girl I used to know? Don't know. You let your mind out somewhere down the road. Don't bring me down. Like I said, most of these lyrics are pretty standard. We can make sense out of most of these.
Poetic license.
I'll tell you once more before I get off the floor. Don't bring me down.
Sure.
That's still, we've brought that to everybody's attention. Doesn't make, if you're already down.
And also very tolerant because you've said once more at least 3 times now.
Yeah. So I don't think they follow up on their threats very
No,
often.
exactly.
So I believe, let me look at the lyrics here. I believe this is where we're going to start to get to the lyric that makes the least sense to me.
Okay.
You're always talking about your crazy nights, partying, probably why they're breaking up.
Yep.
One of these days you're going to get it right. Okay. Probably like you're going to see the light and not be partying and having crazy nights. Don't bring me down. No, 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 no. Exactly. I'll tell you once more before I get off the floor. Don't bring me down. Okay. Empty threats.
Yeah.
You're not doing anything.
You said that several times now.
Now we go to the next part where he says, don't bring me down. Groose. Yeah. Don't bring me down. Groose. Doesn't it ruin it for you?
Yeah,
now?
It really does.
It really does. You think it's Bruce or loose or sluice, but no, it's Groose.
All right.
So here it is.
Okay.
You're looking good, just like a snake in the grass. One of these days, you're going to break your glass. Don't bring me down.
What?
No, 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 no. Woohoo. Thank you. Yeah.
Wait,
okay.
What?
Let's break that. This is the part I was reading. I was like, all right, I'm really fishing here. You're looking good, just like a snake in the grass. I don't know many people who've been like, hey. Looking good. Just like a snake in the grass. Anybody ever told you that before?
Something I really enjoy seeing, a snake in the grass.
Yeah, you probably understand why I stand at this bar alone every night you come in here, huh? Because I'm looking for a snake in the grass.
Okay.
Or at least somebody as hot as one.
I feel like you'd be looking for the opposite of a snake in the grass.
Exactly.
You're looking shady like a snake in the grass. That makes sense. You're looking creepy like a snake in the grass.
I think there's other snake grass combinations we could make here that would actually work better than you're looking good.
Yeah, usually negative.
Just like a snake in the grass. Mm-hmm. So maybe you're looking good with I'll let you finish the sentence. That might make more sense as a pickup line. It's a bad one, but it makes more sense. One of these days, you're going to break your glass. Okay, so we've established the person is pretty much, this is a breakup song. Because somebody is out having crazy nights.
Yeah.
They're looking good, just like a snake in the grass. One of these days, you're going to break your glass.
Glass.
I'm assuming now that I've said all of these things out loud to another person, they're talking about you're going to break your glass at the bar. You're going to drop your glass.
Yeah.
I can't think of what else.
That's a reach.
Mean.
I think it's more likely that Jeff Lynne has a problem with certain words, and so he replaces them with the letter G at the beginning to sort of add a level of subterfuge so people will not understand. So like Bruce becomes Groose and ass becomes glass. That makes more sense.
Just like a snake in the ass. One of these days you're going to break your ass.
I wasn't thinking about the grass part.
Okay.
But that makes it funnier. I think one of these days you're going to break your ass. That kind of,
Yeah, one of these days you're going to break your ass. Don't bring me down.
Don't bring me down.
No, 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 no.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then we just go. Song. And then we go, I'll tell you once more before I get off the floor. Don't bring me down. Empty threat. We've established that.
You're not doing anything.
Now there's one more part. You got me shaking, got me running away. Mm-hmm. You got me crawling up to you every day. Don't bring me down. No, 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 no.
Ooh.
So is this guy just like, forget it. I'll let you treat me like crap, and just comes running back.
Now he's the snake in the grass. So wait a minute. Maybe the glass was like the aquarium where he kept the snake. And now that it's broken, he's slithering up your ass.
See, on the surface, sounds like a normal AOR rock song by ELO. Jeff Lynne's just writing something catchy. Of course, I love it. There's clapping in it at one part. I
Yeah.
love songs that have clapping in it.
And who doesn't
But-
love a woohoo, like a repeated
woohoo? Yeah.
Super
I mean,
catchy.
you can just belt this out in the car. You don't even need to know the words. You can just be like,
exactly. And let me preface all of this rest of the
don't
show
bring me down. Yeah.
by saying it's hard to write a song. Like a good song is not easy. So
It's hard to write a bad
it's
song.
hard to write
dude.
a bad song. So when we are a little harsh on the logic of these songs, we usually like the songs a lot, but they're just not. They don't make sense.
Yeah, and make no assumption that these people would give a rat's ass what we think of their lyrics as they're counting all of their dollars.
Jeff Lynn's a big listener of the podcast, and he's
Yeah.
going to rewrite Don't Bring Me Down, even though it's already made him millions, and he's
Yes.
going to make it logical.
Him and David Bryan both listen to this podcast.
David Bryan.
They just wait.
One day.
And they listen.
One
Yeah,
day he will.
So there you go. There's my first one. Don't Bring Me Down.
That's a
by
good
ELO.
one. I like
Yeah.
it.
Like on the surface, it's pretty normal, but there's just parts of it that don't. It's essentially, if I would had to sum it up, it's essentially a breakup song about two people. One party's more than the other, and it's probably catting around on the other one, but the dude just can't give it up, keeps coming back.
Well, I mean, how many times in the song does he say "Don't Bring Me Down"? And obviously, he keeps
He's
getting
brought
brought
down.
down, and his, like you said, he's not doing anything about it. It's just like, come on, don't bring me down. Hey, well, all right, don't bring me down. All right, okay, maybe, but no, but don't
You
bring me
did it
down.
again,
This, no,
so I'll just keep coming
Go
back.
ahead, bring me down.
Did you know that this is classified as a disco song?
I would disagree with that.
I completely disagree with that, but it's classified. Yeah, it's released in 1979. It says genre disco. I mean, it has that. I mean, it does. I think it's the first hit song to use electronic drums in the song. I think.
Huh.
You might not want to quote me on that one, but I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's the truth.
Interesting.
Follow
All right.
the science. It's the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So
there you go. There's mine. On to
so
your next one.
the next one that I have is actually I have to just start out by saying that the entire concept of the song has to be blown out of the water, literally. It's Kokomo by the Beach Boys.
Oh, I hate this song.
Hugely popular, though. It was
Oh
a
my God. When I was in
ginormous
eighth
hit.
grade, dude, eighth grade, this song was everywhere.
Was that 1988? Was that eighth grade?
Yes. Yes, it was.
So
That's how old I am. You're welcome.
Pardon my coughing. So, okay. I just have to tell everyone, and you're going, some of you may be shocked. Some of you might know this, but some of you may be very shocked and have difficulty sleeping tonight after you've discovered that there is no Kokomo island or beach getaway. Kokomo is in Indiana.
It is. I lived not far from it in Indiana.
The only place called Kokomo when Beach Boys wrote Kokomo was Kokomo, Indiana. And after
I'm sure there's a Kokomo, Idaho or something like that.
after the song came out, after somebody set up like a little bar in Tahiti or something, or somewhere in the Bahamas called Kokomo Beach, but that existed only after the song was a huge hit. So if you were to Google it now, you might find a place called Kokomo Beach that did not exist when the Beach Boys wrote Kokomo. So they're talking about a place that they like to go that has never been at all. Fictional. They might as well have been singing Way Down in Saginaw.
Maybe that's one of those things where you speak it into reality. It's one of those self-help things where they're like, we know this doesn't exist, but if we sing about it, we can go there.
Way Down in Saginaw.
No,
I'm going to start
nobody
singing it
sings
that way. That's how I'm going to start singing it from now on. So anyway, the song starts out, you're familiar. You love the song. Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take ya. Vague
Oh,
rhyming
dude, my
there.
mom liked this song so much when it came out.
The
So
rhymes are
much.
weak, but they are catchy. Bermuda, Bahama, Come On Pretty Mama, Key Largo, Montego, Baby, Why Don't We Go? Jamaica, and then off the Florida Keys, there's a place called Kokomo. No, there's not. Lies. It's all lies. That's where you want to go to get away from it all. Bodies in the
'Cause
sand.
it doesn't exist. Of
No.
course you can get away from it.
Yeah,
all.
I
It's
guess
not
if
even there.
it's just in your head, you can get away from anything.
Yeah.
Tropical drink melting in your hand. You'll be falling in love to the rhythm of a steel drum band led by John Stamos in the video, I believe. down in Kokomo.
Has anybody ever really fell in love to the rhythm of a steel drum band? Really?
Well, I mean, I guess it's a possibility. If all you've ever heard was steel drum, then you probably have gone through a flurry of emotions to steel drum bands, wouldn't you say? If you were never exposed to anything else.
If I'm somewhere and I hear steel drums, I usually go right for a pina colada. I don't know what it is. I think it's Pavlov's dog, something like that. It's like steel drums.
Yeah.
And then I get one of those.
Yeah, that's big pina colada at work there. So Aruba, Jamaica, Ooh, I Want to Take You, Bermuda, Bahama, Come On Pretty Mama, Key Largo, Montego. So they're listing all these places that are off in the Florida, like off the coast of Florida and sort of in the Bahamas area. Those are different
all places I've never been.
Me neither. So then they get to the point where they say, we'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. Now, this might be nitpicky, but I had to go to an expert in aviation to research this. There is no way you get there, if it existed to begin with, if it's off the Florida Keys, there is no way you're going to get there fast because, say, for example, the Beach Boys live in California. I think Mike Love now lives in like Nevada, but still pretty far over to the west. It's going to take several hours to fly. I checked with Sluice on this, probably 5 hours direct if you have a private plane. And I don't think the Beach Boys are flying private these days. Like maybe at the peak. But even when that song...
I bet you they fly private. I bet you they fly private. I bet you they got more money than you think they do.
You think in 1988 they were flying private?
Dude, they were on Full House.
I think they were flying first class, commercial first class, but I do not think they had private planes. But anyway, still 5 hours if they had a direct flight from there. I don't think that's getting there fast. I think that's you don't just say, hey, let's pop over to Florida from California and that's getting anywhere fast. It's going to take some time. You pack stuff, you eat ahead of time, you make sure you've used the bathroom because you can't stop. Those are things that you do on a long trip.
If you were on a private plane, there's a bathroom.
All right. But it's not fast, my friend. It's a journey.
Relatively.
It's a journey. You probably have to stop at least in Florida, if not Atlanta, either to gas up or change planes. Again, if you're on a private, you might be able to fly directly, but there's things that might be involved in that.
As somebody who's flown private planes in their life, I can tell you can get directly to Florida without having to get gas.
But you're off the Florida Keys. You're in the ocean.
Okay, I didn't go to the Florida Keys. I went to the Panhandle. There's a difference.
So are you flying right to the island directly in your private plane? It's going to take at least 5 hours.
Let me see. All right, you keep talking. I'm going to see if there's any private runways in the Florida Keys.
All right, so you've got that going on. You're not getting there fast and then taking it slow. And I think also if you're taking some strange lady to the Florida Keys, like out of nowhere, I don't think that's taking it slow at all. I think that's pretty forward, in my opinion. But
dude, there's totally airstrips in the Florida Keys. Sorry to interrupt you.
It's okay. But you still have to fly from California.
Yes. Okay, we've figured that part out. You got to fly from California. It's not fast.
It's not fast.
It's faster than walking or driving or or even going commercial. We'll just assume they have a private plane.
Yes.
It's faster than all of that. So we get there relatively fast. And then they're going to take it slow.
It won't take too long, but it's not fast. I mean, if they were on the Concorde, maybe, do you think that they would have
It's
Concorde?
like a half-day flight if you're coming from California.
Yeah,
from
you're
Michigan
like
to
taking
Florida,
half of your day.
2 hours, 2 hours private flight if everything's going the way it should.
On the Concorde?
Yes, on the Concorde. Yeah. That's what the private plane I flew on was the Concorde. It was pre-explosion. Thank you very much.
So, all right. So, anyway, the song continues, repeating the song. That's where we want to go, way down in Kokomo. Martinique, that Montserrat Mystique, which is just a weird turn of phrase. I'm going to let it go because...
Is Montserrat a real place?
Yeah. Okay. It was recently, I think, covered in volcanic ash, though. So, like, at the time when the song came out, and this, I gave it a pass because it was very popular as a travel destination in the 80s. But it recently, after like 89 or 90, there was a big volcano eruption, and so much of it has been unlivable. Like they're starting to clear it out now, but you could argue there's even more mystique now because a lot of it is covered in ash. But
let's just say it's not a place that the Beach Boys are
no,
going
I was
anytime
thinking in 88, it probably was very lovely. We'll put out to sea. We'll perfect our chemistry. All right, that's cute. By and by, we'll defy a little bit of gravity. Rhymes
Really?
with chemistry, sort of.
Think a lot of yourself, don't you?
Afternoon Delight. I've heard that song.
Yep, we all know that song.
Cocktails and moonlit nights. That dreamy look in your eye, give me a tropical contact high. So basically, she's smoking weed, right?
She is the weed.
So him looking at her gets him
Yes.
a contact high.
He's, as our grandparents would have said, smitten.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to skip down a little bit because they repeat most of the things they've said there. Get there fast. It's not happening. Take it slow. I think they've already taken it too fast. Port-au-Prince. I want to catch a glimpse. Again.
I don't think people go there for vacations anymore.
No, I was going to say maybe in 88, but now I think you're more likely to get kidnapped.
Maybe shanked.
Yeah. So I wouldn't recommend, visiting Port-au-Prince right now. But at the time, I'm sure it was beautiful. So I think the biggest thing for me in that song is just that Kokomo doesn't exist. Couldn't they have come up with anything that really existed that rhymed with slow or it's just, why so specific to name it and then have it not be and why name it something in Indiana? They took a real thing.
Were you saying you wouldn't want to go to Indiana? Wouldn't be.
I would have only gone to visit you when you lived there.
Trust me, if you were in Kokomo, Indiana, you would be thinking of Aruba, Jamaica. Please, I want to take you Bermuda, Bahamas. If you were in Kokomo, not that it's a bad place to live, but you're going, if I could go other places, I would definitely go to these places. These are places I would go besides Kokomo.
What would make you say, let's write a song about a beach, a beautiful, tropical paradise, and let's call it something that is in Indiana?
Oh, geez.
What makes you do that? I don't understand.
There's like Michigan City, Indiana, which is kind of funny. There's a beach there, I believe.
That's true. That is pretty funny.
I'm trying to think of other beaches in Indiana that I remember. There was a beach on the Geist Reservoir. I think that's what it was called.
Was it tropical? Would you say there's a
far from it? If that place was adjacent to tropical or was looking for tropical would look like a pinprick in the distance. It was hot in the summer. I'll give it that much. There were definitely water in boats and houses, but tropical, no.
Way down in Saginaw. All right. So
Exactly.
that was Kokomo.
But I think what you're missing in this song,
yeah,
I think you've glazed over the complete and utter meaning of this, and you've actually said it and didn't even pick up on what you were saying.
What?
We started off with Kokomo was not a place in Florida, right?
Right.
Therefore, this is all the musings of a crazy person. It's all in their head. They want to go to all these places, just like a place called Kokomo, which is only in their head. This is a dude or a woman in straitjacket.
So is there
everywhere else they'd rather be, and it just got put to a nice song.
Is there a psychiatric hospital in Kokomo, Indiana?
I'm not sure.
And did one of the patients sing this song?
I think that's the real meaning of this song.
Wow.
Is it's just a place in your head, and when you're feeling bad, you could go to Aruba, Jamaica, Bermuda, Bahama, all of those different places.
Yeah.
Key Largo, Montego,
but
Montserrat.
the best place.
But you can definitely go
head
to Kokomo in your head.
Wow.
And they'll be, hot chicks, hot dudes, whatever floats your boat are there. Yeah. Maybe both. I don't know.
Bodies, hopefully living bodies in the sand. I didn't even think
Drinks
about that.
Melting in your hand. Mm-hmm. See, they just gave you a little key right there. It looks like an Escher painting or something with that drink just like through your hand.
This got really murdery all of a sudden. There's bodies in the sand. Things
I listen
melting.
to a lot of murder podcasts. Whew. I can probably turn all of these songs into murder.
And now the steel drum makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So
well, you've really turned this around for me.
I can tell you that it is written in the key of C major.
Thank
That
you.
is the murderer's key.
That was the one.
Murder. I'm kidding. I don't know if there's even such a thing as that.
Oh.
I say that, and then I say this next part. Okay, we've turned it into a mental case song.
Yes.
It won the Kids' Choice Award for favorite song in 1989.
The kids, come on.
Which is also funny because it was in the movie Cocktail.
What was it up against that the Kids' Choice picked the Beach Boys? I object, Your Honor. I strenuously object. That cannot be true.
I don't know.
The kids chose
it said
Kokomo?
Kids' Choice in 1989. Hey, the kids voted.
What other choices did the kids have?
Dude, it was 89. I don't know. Did they even keep track of that?
Those poor kids.
It's not like a presidential election. Oh my gosh, there's a wiki for Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Awards. Can I find it? Here we go. Holy cow. Let's see here. In the 80s. Favorite movie. Oh no, that's just what was in. Holy cow. Holy shit.
The kids did not choose Kokomo.
Song. They did. It says it. The internet wouldn't lie to you.
All right. Well, then that means
favorite song. All right, here we go. Favorite song. There's too many things on here. I can tell you that in 1988 and 89, it was at Universal Studios Hollywood. That's where they held it.
That makes sense.
In 89, do you know who the hosts were? This is so perfect at the time. It's a window into the time.
Dare.
No, nobody from Double Dare. Not a single person from Double Dare.
I give up. Who was it?
Nicole Eggert.
and David
Will
Hasselhoff.
Wheaton. No, and Will Wheaton.
Oh, all right. Cool.
So besides Baywatch, what was Nicole Eggert famous for?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. I can't really talk about it.
All right.
She was in a movie with the Coreys.
She was she?
Yes, she was.
See, you want to know what I remember her from?
What?
At least
Charles
I think
in
it's
Charge.
her. No, she was on the cover of Sugar Ray's first album, Lemonade and Brownies.
Was she?
She was. Look it up.
She was also in Charles in Charge.
Do your own research.
And she was in a movie with the Coreys, Corey Haim and Corey Feldman.
She was on Charles in Charge. I totally forgot about that. All right. I'm still trying to find.
I think it was called Blown Away.
Yeah, I bet it was.
In air quotes.
Yeah, in air quotes. I was blown away.
They actually
the
put
Coreys
the movie's
were
title
blown away
in quotes on the cover.
Oh, they've got a list of. They don't have a list of all the picks for songs. I tried.
Damn it!
Not super hard, but I tried a little bit.
It had to have been awful. Okay.
Oh, this ceremony. It's still going on to this day. Just to let you know, in 89, it was Nicole Eggert and Will Wheaton.
Good.
Which people listening to this probably know who those folks are.
Sure, yeah.
And because people who listen to this podcast have kids, and watch football, they'll know who Miranda Cosgrove and Rob Gronkowski are from, too. Those were the hosts this year.
Okay. Yeah. iCarly and football. Football dude.
Yeah, iCarly and
Morning
also
sports.
School of Rock. That was what she was also famous for.
All right. Wow. Well, thanks for tuning in to Kids' Choice Wikipedia.
Yep. And you thought you were just getting lyrics.
After we wrap this, you can go ahead and Google some scenes from Blown Away.
Blown Away or Cocktail.
Yeah.
Just make sure you search for the right movie, Cocktail, because if you get the wrong one, you're in for a surprise.
Yeah. So did you have another one?
I do. And I told you there was going to be a big twist for it, and I think I was wrong, but it's a podcast and nobody's fact checking us anyways, so we're going to go for it.
All right, let's go.
It's a song by the great artist who has emerged from the shadows of One Direction. He is
Harry Styles.
He is Harry Styles. That's right.
I actually like a lot of Harry Styles music, I have to admit.
I do too. I do too.
All right. What's the song?
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
The song is Watermelon Sugar. It's a good song. It's a good summer song.
Mm-hmm.
It's from this is how not hip I am. When you say hip, everybody knows you're not hip, but I'll just start with that.
Yep.
This song, I thought it was new because that's me, even though I have kids, but it's from 2020. It's not new. Not new at all.
Well, but I mean, it's still newish. I mean, it's still
It's
in the last couple of years. Yeah.
New-ish.
Okay.
It's still in the parlance. If you're running a hot hit station or something, they're still playing this. It's a recurrent. Yeah, totally. But it's a good song. It's a fun song. But I always jokingly to my daughter, I'm like, what is watermelon sugar? So in my head, I hadn't seen the video yet, by the way.
Okay.
In my head, I'm like, it's drugs.
I have not seen
watermelon
the video.
sugar. It's got to be drugs. When you see the video, you'll want some watermelon sugar too. But so it's a pretty straightforward song. Once again, I picked one that is obviously, you can probably understand most of it. Tastes like strawberries on a summer evening, and it sounds just like a song. I want more berries and that summer feeling. It's so wonderful and warm.
Okay.
There's a lot of allusions to things there.
Yeah.
Summertime. You can imagine where we're going with this. Kind of like if you were in Kokomo, you would want this.
Yeah. I would. Well, I mean, it could be a couple different things that I might indulge in. Should I be in Kokomo?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Breathe me in, breathe me out. I don't know if I could ever go without. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't know if I could ever go without. Okay, yeah, and if you think about how he's singing it, it's kind of got this little swagger to it. And he's like, watermelon sugar, hi, watermelon sugar. And he does that a couple times. I'm not going to keep doing it because I can't. So then he gets to the next part, right? So far, pretty straightforward. Strawberries on a summer evening. Baby, you're the end of June. Okay, I can make that. End of June is hot, usually hot and humid, especially if you're here in Michigan.
Right.
It's hot and humid by the end of June.
Yep.
Oh, maybe you're hot and humid. I see where he's going with this. This is where I get confused. This is right where I get confused.
Okay.
So I'll recap. Strawberries on a summer evening. Baby, you're the end of June.
Sure.
I want your belly. And that summer feeling getting washed away in you. I don't. Maybe you understand, but I don't.
I totally
want
understand.
Your belly.
I understand.
Oh, really?
Oh,
is this why you used to get dates and I didn't? Is that because I didn't get this part? Am I totally missing something obvious here?
Well, again, I am an old man. I wouldn't presume to think that the kids are doing the things that,
the things that kids have been doing forever.
Men do. Yeah. I
can't believe you're doing that, kids, even though I did and my parents did and their parents did, but I can't believe you're doing this.
Well, now I think it's obviously about sex. Right?
Oh, I was still thinking drugs.
It's got to be oral sex.
Really?
Shh. It's got to be.
Oh.
Jace's kids, stop listening. It's got to be about.
Yes, my kids stop listening.
It's got to be about. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be. Come on.
Talking?
It's got to be about licking pocking.
I want your belly?
It's about licking pocking. Come on, it is.
I've said a lot of things in the heat of the moment, right? Like, hey, baby, you're the end of June. Hey, that's good.
We've all said that.
Yeah, we've all been there. That's kind of a cool line. You can drop that and you might be onto something.
Yeah.
And then if you follow that up with I want your belly, maybe it's because I'm not the coolest guy or the hottest guy or the most ripped guy in the world, but I'm pretty sure had I said I want your belly, it would have been like you'd have heard the tires screech.
I'm thinking
and then hands went up and went, what?
He means that region. Again, I think he means your belly.
Or he thinks an awful lot of himself.
No one can see what I'm doing. But that's what I think he's doing.
Wow.
Belly. Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we don't need to go through the rest of the song because
is there further clues? Because I haven't really listened to the lyrics of that one.
Well, let's find out. Breathe me in, breathe me out. I don't know if I could ever go without. Yeah. All right, we've already covered that. Watermelon sugar, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I just want to taste it. It. Watermelon sugar. Now that I say it,
Your Honor, I rest my case. The defense rests.
I just need to go back to Kokomo, I think.
Totally about when can your kids come back into the room?
Oh, they're not here right now.
All right.
I want your belly. Really though, I've got to look that up on Urban Dictionary and figure out if that's exactly what
your
we're
belly.
Really, that's.
And then that.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna go upstairs later on and be like, "Hey,
Good.
baby."
You should. Definitely.
I'll have to get back to you. It'll be our next episode of Bed Talk. How did that work out for Jace when he went upstairs and he said, "Hey, Amy, I want your belly."
I mean,
and
you have
she
to
kicked
do
him right out of bed.
You have to do it with the gesture too. There's I want your belly. That's what you do.
I feel like I should just do it right now and report back.
No, we have a little bit more to get to.
Okay. Because if it works out, I'm not coming back.
I know exactly. I would just be waiting here all night. Be like,
in the minor chance that this actually is sexy talk and I didn't realize it.
I mean,
now my daughter's not allowed to listen to this song.
Exactly.
It's not happening. I'm going to call her friend's mom and say, all those pictures of your daughter's posting Harry Styles on her wall at home. You need to tell her to take those down because I'm going to tell you something about watermelon sugar high and what it is. And she'll be like, "You didn't know?" And I'll be like, "No, I didn't know." She'll be like, "Wow, really?"
Yeah.
I'll be like, "No, I didn't.
I think that's it.
Didn't know."
We've solved that one.
All right. We don't need to go on. But the twist, since nobody can fact check this.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, not only is this a very popular song by Harry Styles, and apparently it's very dirty, and I didn't understand that because I'm super cool. Mm-hmm. Where did it go? Apparently, the song title and kind of the illusions behind it came from a book called In Watermelon Sugar by Richard Broughton. I think it's Brodigan. Yeah.
And is the book about oral sex?
It's only 144 pages. I didn't read it.
I mean, that's a lot of pages to talk about oral sex, really. That's a lot.
I've read the book. You need like 2. Yeah. But the synopsis of it is like it's a place. The place is called iDeath, which is weird because this is from like this. I want to say it was originally published in the 60s. It was republished in 2002 on July 4th, 2002 by Vintage Classics. Oh, originally published June 14th, 1968. The city is called iDeath, which isn't that funny because we have iPhone, iTunes, iMusic, which some people have said is the death of a lot of those things.
Right.
Is a place where the sun shines a different color every day and where people travel to the length of their dreams. Maybe it's the belly. I don't know.
Yep.
Rejecting the violence and hate of the old gang at the forgotten works. They lead gentle lives in watermelon sugar. In this book, pick and pocket. In this book, Richard, I think it's Brautigan, Brautigan, discovers and expresses the mood of the counterculture generation, which I guess now that I've said all of these things out loud to another person, to the world, essentially, I'm stupid. I figured it all out.
I mean, it could be drugs, counterculture. But I'm pretty sure it's.
Well, I mean, at that point in time, those two went hand in hand.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
But apparently it's also a post-apocalyptic novel.
Well, now I want to read it.
I want to read it. It's only 144 pages. So next episode will be our
review of Watermelon Sugar.
In Watermelon Sugar. Not the song, the book. So there you go. That was my twist, is apparently Harry Styles got the idea for the title of the song from this book.
Nice. He's done some really good covers. I think we've talked about that before.
Oh, he's done some fantastic covers. Yeah. If you can, I think it was when he was on the Howard Stern show. He did a bunch of them.
Yeah.
At least 2. That might be a bunch to some people. And they were very good. The guy can sing. Don't get me wrong.
For sure.
Make fun of him all you want. He's very talented.
And his band's really good.
Yeah. Well, when you wield that kind of pop power, you can pretty much get whoever you want in your band.
In that Watermelon Sugar. All right. So my next song, my third, I have 4 total. My third song is another huge hit. It is by Toto. We're talking Africa. Africa by
All
Toto,
right.
is a great song. I love the song. It doesn't make any sense.
I bet you it makes more sense than you think.
I have to point out that the author, one of the guys from Toto, David Page, I think is how you say his name. He spent 6 months refining the lyrics to this song to make it perfect. So what we're about to discuss is his perfect idea of how he wants this song to go. Okay?
Okay.
So we start out, everyone knows the song. It's great. I hear the drums echoing tonight, but she hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's on a plane. She's coming in 12:30 flight. So that makes sense. He hears the drums. She just hears whispers. She's on a plane. Moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. Now, that's not how light works, but I'm going to let that one pass just because it's pretty. I stopped an old man along the way. So I guess he's walking to the airport, maybe, you think?
I guess.
Walking through the jungles of Africa, stopping an old man along the way, saying, I'm going to the airport. He's hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. So either advice or sing a song. This part bugs me. He turned to me as if to say, hurry, boy, it's waiting there for you. Now, he doesn't say, hurry, boy, it's waiting there for you. He gives this guy a look as if to say, hurry, boy.
Is that a really long way to say he turned around with a wink and a nod?
Well, I'm curious, and I actually asked my family yesterday. I said, all right, look away from me, and then look at me, giving me the look that says, hurry, boy, it's waiting there for you. I want you to do that.
I know how this went, and I wasn't even there. Your wife rolled her eyes and walked away.
You're wrong. She gave me several looks that did not say any of those things. They were, I almost followed her where she was going, but they did not say, hurry, boy, it's waiting there for you. There's no look you can convey that says, without saying words.
I'm just trying to imagine did your sons do it too? I'm just trying to imagine how your youngest did it.
Jose was laughing. Simon didn't have any interest, but
I was imagining there was a flip in there, maybe a 3-point roll.
Mindy gave me this look. Okay. And people listening,
hold on,
but Mindy gave me this look.
Well, that's about as close as you could get to hurry, boy, it's waiting there for you.
That just says come with me and we might do some licking pocking. Like that's not, it doesn't tell you anything. It doesn't give you any indication. It's a nice look. Don't get me wrong, but if an old man turned and looked at you, if an old man that you've never met before turned and looked at you as if to say, hurry, boy, it's waiting there for you, would it look like this? No.
No.
It doesn't make any sense. I defy you. All of you listening right now, look at anyone in the room that you're listening with as if to say, hurry, boy, it's waiting there for you, and you will be wrong. There is no look that conveys that message. So that part I have always been annoyed by. If he did succeed in looking at me like that, I would probably run because it would look too creepy.
Okay.
They could have changed the words like he turned to me and started to say, or he turned to me and then he said, hurry, boy, it's waiting there for you. Any of those things would have been better. But he spent 6 months refining the lyrics on this, so he really wanted it to be a look, but not actually say anything, which bugs me. So,
okay.
So now I'm getting to a little bit of a semantical argument. It's going to take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. Now, I would argue that when you say
there is,
when you say there's 100 men or more, 100 men or more could do pretty much anything. I mean, because 100 men or more could be 1 million men. Like that's
something that us guys like to, is it hyperbolically say
to
women? Like, you're that important to me that 100 men couldn't.
Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Exactly.
But really 2 or 3 could probably do the trick.
Yeah, exactly. I know that it's, again, poetic license. I get it, but there's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Tell me what that means. I bless the rains.
If it's anything like the other songs we've been talking about, I'm a little afraid where this is going. Let me just say you're golden, pony boy. You're golden.
I had a little free time, so I went out and blessed the rains in my backyard. All right, so it doesn't mean anything really. I blessed
for something.
I'm happy that the rains rain. I'm happy that it rains in Africa, and I appreciate the rain. I think that's basically, if nothing else, I guess that's what he's saying. Going to take some time to do the things we never had. Ooh, luckily, the thing about Africa is you get there fast, but then you take it slow. So they have plenty of time to do the things they never had, because you get there fast and then you take it slow. All right. So the next line, the wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. Define solitary company.
I don't know what solitary company is.
I mean, if you have company, you're not solitary.
No.
Especially
it's
if you're...
It's like the Lone Rangers in the movie Airheads. You cannot be lone rangers. You can't be pluralized lone.
Yeah,
you can't.
Exactly. So not to mention that it's wild dogs crying out. So it's a pack of wild dogs who already seem to have company, but they're growing restless, longing for some solitary company. So they want to not be with their pack of wild dogs, maybe, but still have company. It doesn't make sense. 6 months of refining the lyrics.
And this is what he did.
I know that I must do what's right. Well, you haven't told us anything yet, but this part, as sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. I have a lot of issues with this sentence. I'm not a geography buff, but yes, Kilimanjaro and the Serengeti are in Africa, but they're over, I think, 300 miles from each other. So you can't see Kilimanjaro from anywhere in the Serengeti. That's just not possible.
All right, to the internet I go. Keep going.
In fact, I think if you were to look towards Kilimanjaro in the Serengeti, you would probably have to look over another mountain range to see it. So you might be able to see a mountain possibly, but it's not Kilimanjaro. So maybe what they mean is that it's like Olympus is fictional and seeing Kilimanjaro is not possible. So they're both, maybe he meant it like that. You can't see Olympus. You can't see Kilimanjaro.
Huh.
Yeah.
So you search for that on the internet and nothing comes up that is helpful. Just letting you know.
Trust me. I also researched just to prove my point, and you cannot see Kilimanjaro. Now, if you were in the Serengeti and you were lifted in like a hot air balloon, maybe 100 feet or 200 feet in the air, you could probably see Kilimanjaro. So if you're not on land, if you're hovering in the air, you might be able to see it, but not from the Serengeti itself.
And in the 80s, when this was written,
hot air balloons didn't exist.
They were probably so high that they could not only see Kilimanjaro, Olympus, and they could probably see many other mountains from the Serengeti had they been there.
Yeah, you could probably see Kokomo from the Serengeti.
Probably.
So, okay. Next line is, I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become. So now he's a werewolf for no reason. Like, that has nothing to do with the rest of the song. All of a sudden, he was waiting for a girl, hanging out with strange guys and dog packs, and now he's a werewolf. So maybe he got bit by one of the wild dogs and he became a werewolf.
Well, it makes sense that the wild dogs would cry out in the night longing for some solitary company, because werewolves are generally solitary.
Yeah, that's true. So this is a werewolf song.
Since they exist just like the ability to see Kilimanjaro from the Serengeti, it all makes sense so far. You put it into focus for me. I appreciate that.
Yeah. The thing that's interesting about the song, and again, repeats a bunch of things. I bless the rains, I bless the rains, I bless the rains. I don't really understand what blessing the rains down in Africa means. However, after doing my research, I thought, well, maybe I'm wrong on some of these things. Turns out I'm not. But one of the things I did find is that the guy who wrote it, the guy from In Toto that wrote it, decided
the songwriters, according to this, are Jeff Porcaro and David Paich.
David Paich, yeah. So David Paich wanted to write this song because he saw like a book, a picture of Africa, and thought it looked cool. And he wanted to write a song from the perspective, and I quote, of a white man who loves Africa despite having never set foot there.
I think he accomplished it.
He did. So then you have all these random things that are Africa related.
if he just would have put in there from the perspective of a white man who loves Africa, but has never been there and has also never been to a library.
Yes, exactly. Then it makes sense. So you've got all these Africa-related things in the song that, don't hold up to any sort of actual logic judgment, but they're just hoping that people will love the song and not pay attention. And which, 99.9%.
Which we all do.
Yeah,
we all love this song.
Everyone loves the song. But if you actually sit and think about the lyrics, it doesn't make any sense. And so next time I hear it, I'm still going to sing along, but I'm going to imagine the guy's a werewolf the whole time.
Whenever I hear this song, I do not think of Toto anymore, which is unfortunate.
You think of Weezer?
I think of Weezer and Weird Al.
Interesting.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, this is the video that Weird Al is in with Weezer.
Yeah, that's true.
And they do Africa.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you're right.
That's what I think of now.
Well, imagine them as werewolves then, because now we've covered all our bases.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow. I didn't even know the lyrics to this song completely.
they're weird.
I didn't even know Kilimanjaro had ever been used in the lyrics of any song ever.
Not to mention, it's like literally the wordiest sentence you could ever come up with. As sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. Like, that is exhausting on my mouth to have to say.
Yeah, but Toto, they were is the word pretentious the right word to use for them?
Yeah,
they were very prog-ish. They kind of were a pop version of prog rock.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Jeff Porcaro he died.
Yeah,
and I think he died of overdose. So he was probably high enough to see Kilimanjaro.
I hope he saw Kilimanjaro before he
from
passed.
Kokomo, Indiana. I think that's what Jeff Porcaro. Now I have to go to the internet and see if I was right.
All right.
I don't really have any other songs past this one. I had some other ones I had thought about. Like there's this one in particular. I don't know if your kids know this song. This was popular like last year. I still hear it on the hit music station in our area every once in a while. It's called Astronaut in the Ocean.
Oh my gosh. Simon sings it all the time.
By Masked Wolf, which I kind of dig the dude's name, Masked Wolf.
What you know about rolling down? Simon sings that all the
exactly. Time. When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze.
Yeah. By the way, in case you didn't know, my son is 5 years old. Simon sings that, and he's 5. So
I'm not surprised. I've met your son. Totally not shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was going through that, and I was like, man, I could do this one, but this one it's just too much for right now. We went far enough. We'll save this for another time.
I've got one more though, and I have to.
I am amazed though. Before we get to your next one, I am amazed there's like a ton of lyrics in this song. This song is, if you look at the lyrics on paper, there's a lot of lyrics for the song Astronaut in the Ocean.
Yeah.
You want to know how long the song actually is?
How long?
2 minutes and 12 seconds.
Wow.
They ram those lyrics into this song.
Yeah, they really do.
So, wow. That was my other one thought. And then I have another one, but I'm going to talk about this other thing, not really the lyrics to the song, but I just came across this album and stuff I've been listening to over the past couple of weeks, and it's ridiculous.
Okay.
So go to your next song.
So this is my last one, and I saved this for last because I know you love it and you love the band, and it's Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard.
Oh, no. Are you about to commit heresy on this? I love Def Leppard.
I love this song, and I liked a lot of Def Leppard songs.
Have you listened to their new album?
No, I have not yet. I've heard it's good.
It's very adult contemporary rock. It's really? Def Leppard if they played it on Cars 108.
So it's like Shania Twain.
Shut up. I hate you a little bit for that. You know that, right?
So this song, great song. It probably was their biggest hit, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I think that is very safe to say.
Song starts out with a typical Shania Twain intro. Step inside, walk this way. You and me, babe. Let's go, girls. Right? Is that how it goes?
No, that's not how it goes, but keep going.
Okay. So it starts out, love is like a bomb, or I'm thinking maybe balm, but all the lyrics I've seen say bomb, like an explosive device. Love is like a bomb, baby, come and get it on. So you want to strap on a bomb.
This next line makes no sense.
No, none of it does, Jace. None of it does. I don't think you've ever really listened to the lyrics because you would
I don't think I have.
You would be angry. Living like a lover with a radar phone.
I don't even know what that is.
What's a radar phone?
I mean, my iPhone is kind of like
It's
a
not
radar
like a
phone.
satellite phone. It's a radar phone. And what if you had a radar phone? What lifestyle would that make you live?
You're definitely a person who'd be living like a lover. If
You're
you had
living like a
phone.
lover with a radar phone. Like,
I
hey
love the
man,
next
I'm
line of
having
this
a
song,
great
though.
life. I'm living like a lover. Yeah, I'm living like a lover with a radar phone. Oh, yeah, you got me.
You're a one-upper, I see. Yeah, well, I'm living like a lover with a radar phone and a Lamborghini.
Oh, all right.
It
Well,
doesn't
that's
even
good.
rhyme, dude.
No, it doesn't.
Anyways, the next line of this song, I love this next line. I don't even know why, but it's one of my favorites.
It probably is your favorite because it's the only one that makes sense. Looking like a tramp, like a video vamp. I get that. All the music video girls with their stuff that they're wearing.
Trampy, vampy, awesome. Very cool.
That makes sense. So congratulations, Def Leppard. That line makes sense.
1987 Jace was totally into ladies who look like that.
Looking like a tramp, like a video vamp. Demolition
12,
Woman. Can I be your man? Demolition Woman? Was the movie Demolition Man out at this time?
I think he means now. See, I'm like the Def Leppard apologist now. I'm like, no. What you don't understand is you gotta listen, man. Like looking like a tramp, like a video vamp. Demolition Woman, can I be your man? Your man. You gotta get that echo in there,
right?
Like she's blowing it up. Like, oh, she just walks in and wrecks the whole place.
Okay, so she's like a wrecking ball.
Because, like he said in the beginning, love is like a bomb, baby. Come and get it on. Yeah. Demolition Woman, there it goes. I just tied it up for you.
Got it. With a radar phone. Now it all makes sense. The radar phone.
I can't fix everything, but I tried.
All right. So the next one makes a lot of sense. And razzle and a dazzle and a flash, a little light. I'm picturing jazz hands.
I was thinking stripper poles, but they kind of go together.
A little razzle and dazzling.
Yeah.
Television lover, baby, go all night. And this was pre-binge watching, pre-Netflix and chill. So what's television lover, baby, go all night? What does that mean?
So since the station went off the air at about 12 or 1, depending if you lived in a metropolitan area or somewhere. So depending where you lived, you only had to make it so far to be a television lover. Like when we lived in Marquette, when did it went off? The TV went off after Xena Warrior Princess?
I don't know, but you're really reaching.
I'm just trying to help you out, man. Next line.
Let me ask you this. Do you think when you think of this song and it's
awesome. Yes.
Right. Do you think pour some sugar on me as a statement is obviously it's sexual?
Oh, yeah.
But the literal idea of pour some sugar on me, what does that make you think of? Like, what is
if somebody actually poured sugar on me, I'd be pissed.
Well, yeah, right. But do you imagine it like sugar, or do you imagine it something else?
Like if somebody was saying pour some sugar on me, like when people say, "Give me some sugar, baby," give me some sugar, like kisses and whatnot.
But this is what I'm trying to figure out.
Keep this part PG, I guess. We've been nasty about other things. But.
This is what I'm trying to figure out. So here's where he starts to sometime, anytime, sugar me sweet, little Miss Innocent, sugar me. And then he says, now come on, take a bottle. So bottle of sugar.
All right. I'm imagining. I'll let you imagine what the bottle might be.
Shake it up. So you have a bottle. First of all, do they put sugar in bottles in England? Because here it's a box or a bag or.
I think it's a analogy.
Is that a regional translation? Like what kind of a bottle of sugar do you have?
I don't know.
Is it
pop?
Maple syrup?
Soda pop.
Okay. All right. There you go. So it's soda. Shake it up. Break the bubble. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Don't know. You got me there.
Break it up. So you have a bottle of something, you shake it, you somehow find a bubble on it, and then you break either the bubble or the bottle, one of those things, which could cause either just the sugar to go everywhere or the glass, which is dangerous to go everywhere. So you don't want that to happen. I'm wondering if this is like a regional thing. If any of our listeners are in a land where you have sugar in a bottle that has a bubble that you have to break to dispense the sugar,
I wonder if they're
Explain
talking
it.
about champagne. It's very sweet.
That's the only way it makes sense if they're talking about champagne. So why wouldn't you say pour some champagne on me?
Or it's probably, since champagne is dry, it would probably be more of a sparkling white wine. But we really don't want to get into wine talk here, so we'll just go with that.
So it's like a Moscato.
I don't know wine very well.
Pour some Moscato on me in the name of love.
I just know growing up, wine was the blood of Christ. That's what I knew wine was.
So right, exactly. So pour some Jesus blood on me in the name of love. That is
so metal, by the way.
It really is. Pour
Def
some sugar
Leppard,
on.
we just became the metalist band ever.
The chorus, pour some sugar on me in the name of love. Pour some sugar on me. Come on, fire me up.
I think we know what we're getting at here.
Now you're making like a flambe, or like what's that dessert where you burn the top, you make the sugary part crusty?
Isn't that creme brulee?
Yes. You're making a creme brulee. Come on, fire me up.
I'm very cultured.
Pour your sugar on me. I can't get enough. I'm hot, sticky sweet. From my head to my feet.
To my feet, yeah.
Now, that line just makes me uncomfortable because it rhymes, but it's gross. Like, you're sticky, gross, from your head to your feet. Now, I would argue that all of you doesn't need to be sticky.
So,
everything needs to be sticky?
I guess if we're taking this great piece of mid-20s poetic, sexual, rah, and we're going to be completely literal with it. Yes, of course it doesn't make sense. But now you got to imagine yourself with the lights and the boom, boom, the whole thing of it. Yeah. And then going and then welcoming to the stage. Yep. Then now.
The skin tight leopard dress. She comes out, says, "Let's go, girls." And then, bow, bow, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Isn't it funny? I was thinking of Miss Nude Canada that we saw at studio. When you said that, and then you're like, "Come on, girls in Canada," and I was like, "Wow,
she's from Canada, I think."
I hope Miss Nude Canada was from Canada.
No, I mean Shania Twain, isn't she?
Oh yes, Shania Twain is from Canada.
All right, all right. So then, continuing, so that line just kind of makes me feel like the scene from Ghostbusters, like you're sticky from your head to your feet, is gross. But I continue.
Like after the Marshmallow Man gets...
or like Slimer. When Slimer runs into Bill Murray in the hallway and he's like, he's slimy. He's covered in goo. That's what I imagine. I'm hot, sticky sweet. From my head to my feet. Disgusting.
He had a good time.
So, next line goes, listen. Which is...
Listen,
right.
Exclamation points.
Whenever someone says listen... You think the next thing is going to be profound or at least intelligible or make some sort of point or maybe explain the previous part of the song. Like, all right, listen, here's what I'm telling you about. All right, listen, let's get real. But no, Def Leppard opted for red light, yellow light, green light, go, which is not the order the lights go in, by the way. Crazy Little Woman in a one-man show.
Oh, it's not the order they go in, is it?
No, it's not.
It's green light, yellow light, red light.
Exactly. So
then just straight green.
Listen, I'm gonna drop some knowledge on you now. Red light, yellow light, green light, go. Crazy Little Woman in a one-man show. What does that mean now? Crazy Little Woman in a one-man show. Is that now she's doing a dance or something? Like, is she doing a show?
Song. You bought the song. Now you're sitting at the private booth.
Yes.
Sitting on your hands.
Well, I think it's sexist that he didn't say in a one-woman show. Really. One-person show.
It's a show for one man.
Oh, I get... all right. Good. Yeah. I like that. Okay. I take that off of my list of complaints. Still don't answer the red light, yellow light, green light, go. But we'll move on. To the much more logical.
It sounds awesome in the song. It's like, listen, red light, yellow light, green light, go.
I know.
Not green light, green a light.
Green a light.
Because you got to make it green a light.
It's a green a light. We had one more syllable we needed to fill.
It must be British to say it that way.
Crazy Little Woman in one-man show, Mirror Queen, Mannequin, Rhythm of Love.
But in the song, it doesn't come off Mirror Queen, Mannequin.
No, Mannequin. Mirror Queen, Mannequin, Rhythm of Love.
See, in my head, it's Mirror Queen, Mannequin. Love. I don't know what a Mannequin is, but in my head, that's what it was.
Things were different. Times are different then. Sweet Dream, Saccharine, Loosen Up, Loosen Up, Loosen Up. So that I get. That one's not weird.
Sweet Dream Saccharine. I thought it was actually, I learned something here. I thought it was Sweet Dream Saccharine, Listen Up.
Well, he said listen earlier.
Because he already yelled listen once. So he's
Yeah.
like, in case I've lost your attention.
He expected
listen
you were
back up
still
again.
listening. That this was the profound statement that he was making. So after you loosen up, you got to squeeze a little, tease a little more. Now I'm thinking it might be like a bottle of honey.
Gross.
Well, I could have said mayo.
Just imagining those parts in a movie where something happens that is exciting, and it's supposed to imagine, and somebody grabs like the mustard and ketchup bottle and squeeze it. It's like, and you're like, oh, I see what they're saying.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you got to squeeze a little, tease a little more. Easy operator coming knocking on my door. I'm getting the sexual innuendo there. Now I'm not an idiot. Sometime, anytime, sugar me sweet. Little Miss Innocent, sugar me. Yeah. So, but then we get back to the taking a bottle, and
I think it's champagne.
So the song is about champagne. Then
I don't think it's about champagne. Really,
that's actually what Mindy thought it was. She was like, "It's all about champagne." That's the way I've always thought it, and I would argue then you just should say, "Pour some champagne on me."
Yeah, but that's pour some sugar on me sounds cooler for some reason.
Because pour some sugar on me has a double
champagne on me. It's too much.
But sugar has a double meaning. Champagne obviously doesn't. But I think once you change it to sugar, you're running the risk of people not understanding.
If it was a hip hop song, it would be pour some champagne on me. They'd be popping bottles, pouring champagne.
It would be what? Cristal? I don't know what the kids are drinking these days.
I don't know. Is that even champagne? Cristal?
I don't know. I really love the subtle as we move further down the song. You got the peaches, I got the cream. It's a little too on the nose, but I get it. Yeah. I mean, it's I get it.
You're just that's the part where he was just going to go for it, and they're like, Joe, hold on a second. Whoop, whoop. Pay attention to me.
Here's what I'm going to say. That. This is the part I'm going to sing, guys. This is going to so in case anyone doesn't get what I'm saying. And this line, I'm going to say, I got the penis, you got the vagina. And they're like, no.
It doesn't rhyme.
No, it doesn't rhyme, and it doesn't really go with the theme. Let's think of something subtle, something more.
That reminds me. There's this song. It's by Justin Bieber. I get my peaches down.
Yeah.
And I was trying to be a smart ass, and I'm sitting on the couch with my middle son. Yeah. And I was like, hey, Henry, you know what it means when he says peaches? And he doesn't even break a smile. He barely looks at me. He's like, ass, dad. He means ass. And I'm just like, I'm supposed to be the smart ass here, not you. Well, didn't see that coming. So now that's a running joke in the house. Nice. Whenever anybody brings up peaches, talks about peaches, eats a peach, which you don't even want to go down that road.
So I get that one. I mean, it's a little on the nose, but I get it. You got the peaches. I got the cream. You know what I'm going to do with my cream? Spray it all over your peaches. Sweet to taste, saccharine. Because I'm hot. Say what? Sticky sweet from my head. Again, I'm still covered in sugar from the last adventure from my head to my feet.
Now that we've gotten to the point where we know exactly what we're talking about, it's pretty gross.
It is, right?
Head to your feet? Really?
All the way, like from your head, all the way to your feet. That's a lot.
Just a smattering here and
Too
there.
much sugar. Too much sugar. And then he goes to say, do you take sugar? 1 lump. I love it. 1 lump or 2. It doesn't make any sense to now make it lumps, but I love that he said that.
They're British. That's how they do the tea. They do like 1 lump or 2.
1 lump or 2.
They got to have a callback to the homeland.
Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty much. And then it repeats the chorus. And again, I love the song, but it's so weird.
Matt, had we been morning show jocks in like the late 80s, these jokes would have killed.
Yeah.
Just totally killed.
Well, we couldn't have said some of them.
No.
So anyway.
I can't believe you went after the sacred cow of Def Leppard.
I've been waiting to do that one for a while. I knew that you would love listening to the lyrics because I honestly thought because you and I think about music slightly differently. I honestly thought that you would probably have not really listened closely. I know you know them, and I know you've sang them.
Let's put it this way. After reading these lyrics, no, I've never sat down.
Yeah.
Well, I probably had, but I've forgotten. There's a lot of things I have swapped out different lyrics for because I didn't know what they were.
Yeah, that's true.
But that song that's the song. I mean, Def Leppard was already pretty popular at that point because of Pyromania. Pyromania had some big hits on it.
Sure.
With Rock of Ages, nobody knows the hell he's saying at the beginning. Gleeking, blocking, blow, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Photograph. Those are huge songs. Foolin' and all those. But this was the song that made them like the MTV darlings that they became for like the next 5 years, 4 or 5 years.
I remember vividly this song and Let's Get Rocked being like huge on MTV.
And the funny thing is that song, and if you think about it, Let's Get Rocked, completely subpar compared to this one.
I agree.
Honestly.
It was fun.
But the idea of Pour Some Sugar on Me and Let's Get Rocked, when you like read down into it, completely the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Let's get the rock out of here.
It's like we did this once. Let's see if we can do it again and anybody notices. Oh, shit, they did.
Yep, they did. But
did you
people
know
still
that?
liked it.
Oh, yeah. That I actually saw him on that tour, on the Adrenalized tour.
Did you?
Let's Get Rocked was the lead single from that album.
Nice.
Not even close to the best song on that album, but it was the lead single.
So again, I hope that we changed some lives here. I hope that we altered some brainwaves so that next time you hear any of these songs, you think the weird things that we discussed.
Oh, man. Let's just say I'll never listen to Watermelon Sugar the same again.
Red light, yellow light, green and light, go.
But you got to admit, love is like a bomb.
Why couldn't he have said yellow light, red light, green light, go? It has the same number of syllables.
Have you ever drove in Britain?
Yes.
London? Maybe it goes the other way.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
I thought, aren't they one of those places that has a flag that comes up and it says go? Or is that just the cartoons that do that?
It's just Wile E. Coyote.
I'm very global. I'm cultured. I didn't know what creme brulee was, though.
Well, that was it. That's all I had. I think that it was a good grouping, and I liked the ones that you brought to the table too, because Don't Bring Me Down doesn't make sense either.
It does and it doesn't at the same time. Like the overall idea, you get it, but some of the lyrics, you're like, I don't understand about the snake in the grass and you're going to break your glass.
No.
And Groose, that must be somebody's surname. Now that's going to be my internet thing is, all right, who is Groose?
Who is
Not
Groose?
Gru from the movies. We know who that is. But who is Groose?
Someone that we know on Twitter must know this because they are obsessed about things too. We need to find out.
Yes, they are.
All
seems to be mostly political stuff these days. But they are obsessed about something.
I know. That's true.
Wow. An hour and 40 minutes. I just looked at the time. Now, if you've stuck with us this long, I feel like I owe you something.
Oh, all right. What are we giving away?
I have nothing to give them except for another story about some stuff I've been listening to, and I'll try to keep this one quiet.
All right, cool.
Or not quiet,
quick.
But quick.
I'm going to tell you this story just with a look as if to say. Give us a look as if to say the story, but don't actually tell it.
Did you get all that? Got it. All right. So I was going through this. Actually ties into kind of Twitter and Facebook.
Okay.
So I was going through the tweets and the Facebooks and the things like that.
Yeah.
And there's a person that I follow named Mitch LaFon. I'm sure you know who he is.
Yep, I follow him as well.
And he posted this thing like, these were the top heavy metal ads from 1989. Like when you're ads, if you work in radio, are like what we're adding this week or this month. These are the songs that we're playing.
Yeah.
In one of the bands, there was a lot of bands on there I had heard, and I told you there was two. There was one called Angkor Wat. I think I'm saying that right. Angkor Wat. It's like a temple in Thailand. It's a place.
Okay.
And they named their band after this. I'm probably getting the place completely wrong, but it is a real place.
Never heard.
And this group was from Corpus Christi, Texas, and their album was really good and it holds up. So I don't want to talk about that one, of course, because it's good and it deserves to be talked about.
Okay.
From 30 years ago. But I'm not going to talk about that one. That's not the one I want to talk about because it was good. I listened to the whole album. It's good. Still good to this day.
Okay.
But the one I did want to talk about was a band by the name of Silent Rage.
Oh,
Yeah.
Silent
Rage. Sounds big, tough,
I
doesn't
feel
it?
like that at work sometimes.
They had a couple albums that
Really?
nobody remembers.
No.
Unfortunate, because I'm sure they wanted to make it big and buy mansions and chicks and all that stuff. But their one album that was probably, I guess we could arguably say their biggest, was in 1989. It was called Don't Touch Me There. It's a metal album, by the way, called Don't Touch Me There.
That's odd.
It has a bunch of songs on it. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, like their big single off that was Rebel with a Cause. But that's not the song I want to talk about.
Okay.
Even though the song Rebel with a Cause, you're a metal band, you're a rebel with a cause.
You'd think their album would be called Do Touch Me There, and then it would have an arrow, flaming arrow, and then like a wolf about to eat it.
Yeah, a big circle. with
Touch me
arrows
there
pointing.
quickly before it's
touch
eaten
me there
by a wolf.
now.
Sorry, go
It's a
ahead.
snake in the grass. Anyways. So, but they had a single. I think it was a single. It was definitely a song that was played off there. It was named the same as the title of the album, called Don't Touch Me There. Now, if I was to ask you, Matt,
Yeah.
I just found this metal band from 1989 called Silent Rage.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah.
Okay.
And on the cover of this album is it's a dude, no face, right?
All right.
No legs, really. You get right to like,
Sure.
just below the place where you're not supposed to touch there.
Yeah.
And dude's just ripped.
Okay.
Like hot ripped.
Yeah.
6-pack, packs, the whole 9 yards.
Okay.
So, straight men everywhere are going, I need to get that album.
Gotta get that. Yeah.
Gotta get that album.
If you were in Black Eyed Peas, you would say, gotta get that, get that.
If the Black Eyed Peas knew what this album was, I'd be shocked. I'm shocked I know what it is, but I like this kind of music,
Okay.
so that's neither here nor there. So if I was to say, Matt, Silent Rage came out with a new album with a dude on it who's totally ripped, no shirt on, 6-pack, super tight pants from 1989,
Mm-hmm.
and it's called Don't Touch Me There.
Yeah.
Where do you think there is?
Well,
Where do you think you're not supposed
I
to
hope
touch?
I'm not shitting on your point, but I would say that they would not want you to touch their heart.
You looked it up. You
No.
had to.
No, that's where I would say.
That's exactly it. Don't
Totally.
touch me there,
Don't
because
touch
that's
me
my
there.
heart.
Yeah. Because obviously they would want you to touch them everywhere else.
Because I told you that right from the start. You should have played it cool. Should have played it smart. Don't touch me there, because that's my heart. That's what a tough guy says, apparently.
That's beautiful. I like that.
Oh, but I listened to the album, and this is the one I told you. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't really hold up anymore.
No.
It's very
feels
a
dated.
product of its time. Yeah, it's a product of its time. Definitely. Like in 1989, Jace would have probably been like, I dig this. I could get down with some Silent Rage.
I'm still writing.
Man, I wish I had a 6-pack like that guy. Having feelings I've never had before. This is kind of interesting. Oh, I need to go listen to some now I'm really confused. I'm listening to Poison and looking at the Silent Rage cover. I need to go find some Metallica really quick.
See, I'm thinking, and that is exactly where my mind went, because if you are a metal dude and you have like groupies and stuff like that, you probably would want them to literally touch you everywhere. I mean, like, there's not, and even places that you're like, I wasn't ready for that. You'd be like, okay, but you don't want that.
Not my
special,
heart, man.
Not your heart. No, they save that
heart.
for someone special.
Or there. I don't roll like that. Don't touch me there either. No, but there, right there. Yes, right there.
Yeah,
That's good.
you got it. That's it. Just stay there.
That is where touch me there. That's the other name.
You see the
funny thing
tattoo
is
of the flaming arrow and the wolf about to
Yeah.
eat it. That's where
Touch
you
me
should
right there. So that's essentially a nutshell of what I've been listening to. There's
Beautiful.
also a movie called Silent Rage, and guess who's in it? It's from 1982.
Nicole Eggert.
No, Chuck
Damn it.
Norris.
Oh,
I'm surprised Chuck Norris didn't kick Silent Rage's ass for taking their name
Yeah.
of his movie, which only has it has an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes, but a 5.4 on IMDb. Huh, people are
Wow.
confused.
Silent Rage.
So yeah, that's a nutshell of what I've been listening to this week. Is when I saw that Mitch LaFont posted all of those, these are the ads from 1989, this week
Right.
in 1989. I
Yeah.
went through and started listening because I had a lot of the albums and
Nice.
singles and stuff that were on that list. So that's what
That's
I've been
cool.
up to.
See,
and
I've
of course,
just been,
all the podcasts we normally listen to.
I've just been listening to, on my way to and from work, I had the new Black Crowes in my car, and now I'm loving it. Like, I was on the fence. I liked it. And now that I've listened to it incessantly every trip to and from work, I'm like, this is a jam. This is good. Like, they do a really good job. And I think that, I don't know how they do it, but they manage to take cover songs and make them Black Crow songs in a way that you're not mad at them.
You don't find it hard to handle?
No, they did a really good job. One of my favorites is Moon Age Daydream. They do such a good job with that Bowie cover, and they do a good Rod Stewart cover. It's good. I don't like the Rolling Stones, and they do a Rolling Stone song, and I like their version of it. So I've literally been wasting my time listening to the same thing over and over again.
Well,
Instead of bringing,
who's really been wasting their time between the two of us.
That's true. Don't touch me there. I don't know. It made for a good story.
Go listen to that song. You're welcome. It will be stuck in your head. It's very atypical. Starts out with the little riff, and then it gets quiet with just the drums. Doom, 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 doom. And then he comes in singing like cool. I was doing fine on my own. Then you came in cold as stone. Something like that. I'm sure I'm off rhythm, but you can hear it. You can hear it like 1989 is singing to you.
I smell a new show intro. All right. So thank you all for tuning in again for this episode, this lengthy episode. If you like what you heard, please write a review, or at least give us a rating, because those are fun. We always love seeing that people enjoy it. You can check us out on the social medias at XRadioX1 and at Jace the Ace 3. 4. Damn it. Thought there was one more. Definitely drop us a line and say hi. We would love to hear from you.
We're also on Instagram too, if you guys forgot that. Radio X Podcast.
I need to check out our Instagram. I don't have an Instagram. And we try to get the music conversation going online too, so we love to hear any comments, suggestions, and things like that about the show. Coming up, what do we have coming up?
I think it's safe to say we have some interviews. We have some people who are going to join us on here and talk about some subjects we've put out there. But since we're like batting zero on those, I don't really want to say what's coming up, because I think I'm going to reverse psychology this. If I don't say it, it'll happen.
Yes. And we like to keep some of the Montserrat mystique.
Yes. Just hopefully it never gets covered in ash.
All right, folks. Well, thank you for listening. Tune in next time, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you. This has been X Radio X.
We talked a long time.
Holy shit, we did.
We talked a long time.